Hey there, sis. Congrats! I heard that you were finally going to be getting married. Not only that, but I heard that the guy you're marrying is super rich too, right? So tell me, how does it feel knowing you're about to score it big and never have to worry about money again?
Hey there, Tina. I'm really glad that you want to congratulate me, but I actually don't have a lot of time to talk right now. In fact, the wedding is going to be starting soon, so I'm just really busy.
Wait a second. You mean to tell me you're busy getting ready for the wedding? What could you possibly be doing? Don't tell me that you're all trying to figure out where the groom is.
Hold on a second. How did you know that we didn't know where Tyler is? We haven't told this to anyone yet.
Is that right? Well, I am just so sorry to interrupt you while you're looking for him, Sally. But I can tell you where Tyler is because he's right here next to me. In fact, we've been together since last night, if you really want to know.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that?
Come on, surely you had to have noticed that he hasn't talked to you since last night, right? The reason for that is because he's been here with me the whole time. And you thought that you two were actually going to be getting married today? I guess that's why you still haven't told anyone that your fiancé has gone missing yet, is that right? Although I suppose I would desperately be searching just like you are if someone as rich as Tyler weren't there on time for his wedding to you.
Now hold on just 1 second, Tina. What do you mean you and Tyler have been with each other since last night? What are you saying? Tyler and I are literally supposed to be getting married soon.
Oh, come on. Are you going to make me come out and say it? Then again, I guess maybe you just haven't noticed that we've been dating in secret behind your back. Not only that, but we're actually going to be the ones getting married today. And that's why I won't be making it over to your wedding today either. I know it's hard to hear, but Tyler is all mine and you can't have him back.
What are you even talking about, Tina? Do you really mean to tell me that you two have been having a secret affair?
But I want you to know that I realize how bad our affair with each other was, and I realize that nobody is going to be happy about us being together. But the truth is that I really truly love this man, and I don't care if anyone tries to get upset about it. It isn't going to change the fact that we love each other.
I can't believe what I'm reading right now. Are you really telling me that you and Tyler love each other?
That's right, and we're going to be getting married in a quiet little chapel. We won't be surrounded by our family and friends, and it won't be a huge celebration. But none of that matters because we have love, and that's all we need. But as for you, I would start telling the people over there that your wedding just isn't going to happen. You can also tell them that the reason why is because I'm marrying Tyler instead.
This has got to be some kind of joke or something. I want you two to get over here right away. If you two are really in love and want to marry each other, then I guess I can't stop you two. But you're gonna come over here and explain to everyone why my wedding won't be happening.
Tempting, but I think it would be more appropriate for the one getting dumped to have to explain to her wedding party why she isn't getting married. Besides, we're busy setting up for our own wedding over here. So I think that I'll just have to ask you to do all of the explaining over there. Thanks for understanding.
Are you kidding me? How could you do this to me?
Oh, come on, it's not that bad. Besides, I already said that I'm sorry for doing this on the day that you were supposed to be getting married. But we want to marry each other, and that's that. There's just nothing else to be done or said about it. Anyway, we're going to go get married now, so have a nice life or whatever. Sally, are you there? I hope that you can accept my most serious apologies for my idiot son. I can't believe that he would actually do what he did on the day you two were supposed to be getting married.
Oh, hello, Norma. I really am so sorry about all of this, too. I had no idea that him and my sister were seeing each other. I have no idea how long they were even together. I feel like such an idiot.
Oh dear, you don't have anything to apologize for, and you certainly didn't do anything wrong. Do you understand me? The only two responsible for this mess are my son and your sister. But especially Tyler. I can't believe that he would have been such an idiot. So please, you don't have to apologize for anything.
Thank you so much for saying that, Norma. That really means a lot. But I still haven't been able to get in contact with either of them since yesterday. And now I really don't know what to do about the marriage or even my whole life. I still can't believe those two eloped.
Well, there's actually something you might want to know about your Tina and Tyler. You see, they actually came to my house last night.
You're kidding me. You mean even after what they did, they went to your house?
That's right. And here I thought that they were going to confess to everything after what happened, but they just walked through the door like it was nothing. And then Tyler walked up to, gestured to your sister and said that she was his wife now, and that we should get along.
I don't believe it. Did he really do that? Doesn't he realize just how many people he let down doing what he did? I can't believe that those two think they're gonna get away with this.
I know, it really is just shameful. I mean, do they expect me to be happy about this? Tyler told his father and I that we should just be grateful that he's getting married.
Wow. Well, I really just have no idea what's going on in his head if he thinks he can do that.
I suppose we really only have ourselves to blame. After all, Tyler's father and I spoiled him quite a bit when he was younger. And I suppose before we knew it, he just grew up with a grasp of how the real world works. But even so, I didn't think that he'd be stupid enough to go and do something like this. And you should have seen his father. He just about fainted when Tyler came home with your sister.
I don't even know what to say. I'm so sorry. What's going to happen now?
Well, those two are still at my house right now. In fact, although I know this might come as a shock, I think it's a good thing that they've come to live with me. Because now it means that we're in a spot where we can make sure they understand the consequences of their actions.
Well, I am glad that you don't want to just let this go either. I've actually been trying to decide if I want to sue them for their affair. But since they've come back and are living at your house, maybe I should.
I think that you absolutely should take them to court for what they did, and I'll make sure that they stay put and don't try to run away. I know it's not enough to heal your heart, but you should make them pay for what they've done.
Well, I'm just really glad that we're on the same page with all of this. Thank you so much, Norma.
Guess what, Sally? Tyler and I went to the courthouse and we signed all of our marriage certificates. It's official. He's now my husband.
So then that's it. You two are officially married on paper and by the church then? I have to say, you really did steal my fiancé from me, didn't you?
Well, it certainly does help that Tyler was so eager to get it done quickly as well. But don't you have anything to say to me? Maybe a congratulations or something? After all, you do realize that now that I'm the one with Tyler, it means that I'm the one with access to all of his money. So you better remember your place from here on out.
Do you really think I'm going to congratulate you for what you did? You literally just had an affair. In fact, I don't think you two realize that your actions are going to have serious consequences.
Oh yeah, I'm so sure that the real world is going to come down hard on a couple who married for love. Or is this your way of saying that you're going to try suing us for the affair? Because I'll have you know that Tyler is actually prepared to pay whatever it is that we end up getting charged, so you can do your worst.
Tyler really said that he was going to pay? I would really like to see him try.
You mean you don't think that he'll be able to? You know how high up in his company he is, right? He's loaded. He can pay you no problem. And if he can't, then we just ask his parents for help. It's all so simple. I don't care how much you want. You'll never take us down.
You mean you really think that Tyler's parents are going to support you?
You really don't know anything, do you? In fact, Tyler's parents are so happy that he ended up with me and not you.
And just how do you figure that?
Well, because I'm so much cuter than you, of course. And it's clear that Tyler's parents would want me as a daughter-in-law instead of a fat, ugly pig like you. Are you forgetting that I'm a literal beauty queen? Remember when I won that pageant when I was little? Well, I'll tell you now that I could win a second one like it was nothing. And when we got back to Tyler's parents' place, they both congratulated us on our marriage.
I'm sorry. Did you just say that Tyler's parents will approve of your marriage because you won a child's beauty pageant? Do you even have a job right now?
You really just don't understand at all, do you? Then again, ugly people like you seldom do understand what it means to be this pretty. But more than anything, you're clearly just jealous that I'll be getting all of Tyler's money now. It's too bad. You were so close to marrying him, too.
I'm actually glad that this happened. I'm glad that I learned just what kind of man Tyler is before we got married. Now you've saved me the trouble of having to go through a divorce.
Yeah, that is what someone who realizes they've lost would say. I know that in your heart you're still in love with him. But unfortunately for you, you are never ever going to get back together with him. He chose me over you, and that's that. But it only makes sense after all. What's a rich man without a beautiful woman like me on his arm? He'd be making a huge mistake to marry someone like you. All you do is work, 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 and you never have any time to have any fun at all.
I'll have you know that Tyler said he admired how dedicated I was to my job. In fact, the whole reason we got to know each other was by working on a project together. And when we were finally done with the project at work, that's when he proposed to me. I really did think that we were going to be happy and spend the rest of our lives together then.
Oh, I see. You know, I don't think I ever knew that you two actually worked at the same company before. But I suppose that means you also worked for his parents. But that just makes this make even more sense. I mean, obviously, you're not going to meet someone cute at work. I suppose what he saw in you was just a way to get ahead in the office.
Literally, what are you even talking about? You are delusional. Do you know that?
Say what you'd like, but we both know that I've been the cuter one between the two of us, and that's why Tyler left you for me. He told me at that moment he laid eyes on me. He fell deeply in love. And so it doesn't matter how good you were at your job, you still lost to my looks.
Give me a freaking break, Tina. Are you really gonna try to look down on me when you two were the ones having an affair?
Of course I am, and I have to say that it is just too funny watching you get upset over realizing what a loser you really are. But that just gives me all the more reason to look down on you. A fat, ugly woman like you never even had a chance against someone perfect like me, and now I'm going to live in the lap of luxury and never have to worry about working again.
You really don't know anything, do you? What lap of luxury? You think you won't have to work? The only thing awaiting the both of you is a poor life full of hard work. Not only does Tyler not have a job, but he barely even has a penny to his name. So I have no idea where this fantasy of yours even came from. But enjoy facing reality when it all comes crashing down on you.
What in the world are you talking about? You really have no idea about anything at all, do you? Do you really think that he's unemployed and broke? I just married the CFO of a huge company. Don't you know what that means?
That's right. You married someone who works high up in his own father's company. But if you take away the support that he gets from his parents, then what is Tyler really left with?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the fact that Tyler's parents are disowning and disinheriting him. They're going to take his name off of the family credit card, too.
Wait, hold on. I don't understand. What do you mean they're going to take the family credit card? You're joking, right?
If you don't believe me, why don't you go and ask Tyler yourself? Or you can go and ask your in-laws. I'm sure they'll tell you the truth. You made a big mistake by going to live with his parents, though.
You even know where Tyler and I are? What is going on here?
If you really want to know, it was Norma who told me where you two were hiding out all this time.
I don't get it. Why would she do something like that? Tyler literally asked her not to say anything to you.
Oh, did he now?
That's right, and it's not just that. Norma and her husband literally told us, congratulations on getting married. They said that we made a great couple. Why would they do this to Tyler? He just got married.
I suppose what they were saying was that you two made a nice couple because you're both as awful as each other.
But you don't think that's what she really meant, do you?
No, it's not all that. Tyler's parents still care for him, and I'm sure they would never try to break up a marriage that he did out of love.
But then, I don't get it. If she approves of me as his wife, then why would his parents do all of this? Why are they cutting him off? I'm going to talk to Norma about this right now. She said that we were allowed to live here. This can't be right at all. I've finally gotten rid of those two, but man, were they putting up a fight until the very end.
I'm sure that wasn't easy on you, Norma, but I think you did really great. It must have been difficult having those two stay under your roof for even that long.
It really, really was. But can you believe that at the very end, your sister told me I was making a mistake to kick out such a cute daughter-in-law? I told her that I was the only cute wife that needed to be in my house, and then my husband roared with laughter, and that basically sent those two out.
Oh, I would have liked to see that. I think I've barely seen your husband even emote. He's so stoic.
Yes, he does have his moments. Anyways, as for the many forms for the lawsuit, I would like to pay you the money if that's okay. We kept Tyler's bank account information, so I can take it from there later.
Are you sure about that? That would be amazing. I would really be so grateful if you could.
It really is the least that we can do after all of this. Oh, and by the way, my husband wanted you to know that he's willing to undo your letter of resignation. He was quite sad when you submitted it, but understood why, as his son's wife, you would want to retire. But anyways, if you'd like to have your job back, it's there, waiting for you.
Wait, really? Are you serious? I was so sad about quitting, but Tyler kept insisting that I do.
Honestly, the whole office was sad when you had to leave, and it's going to be really, really nice if you're able to return.
Oh, wow! This is amazing! Yes, I would love to go back and work for your company.
Of course, you don't have to come back right away. You've been through so much that we're willing to give you some time off for now. But you just tell us when you think that you're ready to come back to us, okay?
Wow, I don't know what to say. Thank you so much for everything. But yes, I think you're right, and I do need to rest, just a little.
Well, we'll all be waiting for you to come back with open arms. I can't believe that my idiot son thought to hurt a woman like you. Anyway, I'll let you know when I've sent you the money. Take care of yourself, Sally.
After being fired from his job, Tyler went around to friends and associates begging for anyone to hire him, but his parents had already blacklisted him, and he wasn't going near the industry ever again. Being forced out of his parents' house, Tyler and Tina moved away to a tiny apartment where they tried to scrape by. They ended up having to sell clothes and jewelry just to be able to pay the bills. They both finally gave up on trying to beg his parents for help and ended up finding some work to try and make ends meet and pay back the debt to his parents. Basically, his parents agreed to pay me off for what I would have charged them for the lawsuit for the affair. In exchange, they were not allowed to leave town until they had paid back Tyler's parents. Every last cent. Obviously, this was not the life that my sister thought she would be living. One day, she messaged me, begging to help get her out of the situation. I talked to her for a little bit, but I knew that she was only coming to me because she wanted my help, not because she was truly sorry. In the end, I just blocked not just her number, but Tyler's as well. As for me, I followed Norma's advice and relaxed, trying to take my mind off of all that I had been through. I reached out to my parents and moved in with them for a little. They were happy to have me at home, and it was nice to be reminded of how a family should treat one another. Both of them told me that they'd stopped talking to Tina. I felt bad, but at the same time, I knew that she had done this to herself. After I got some rest, I decided to go back into the office and was greeted with warmth by everyone. They even had a special lunch catered to the office just to commemorate my return. I think I can finally say that I have put this episode behind me, and I'm ready to move forward.
Hey, Sean, can you stop going to Sophie's place every day?
Huh? What are you talking about? Is it bad for me to visit my sister? She's pregnant too, you know.
But I'm about to give birth soon. What if something happens? I'm worried being alone. Can you stay with me at least during this time?
Don't be so selfish. Her husband is away for work. It's only natural for family to help out.
I get that, but you're my family too. Especially since you're about to be a father, you should prioritize our baby. Don't you have any sense of responsibility? I'm worried about how you'll be after the baby is born.
Don't act all high and mighty. You can't even work because you're pregnant. I'm the only one making money.
What did you just say? Is that what you really think of me?
You don't appreciate me enough. She shows more gratitude.
Hold on a second.
What?
I think I'm in labor. Oh, the baby might be coming.
What? It's way too early. I don't understand what is happening.
Babies don't always come on schedule. Please call a taxi. I can't do anything. It hurts too much.
Stop being so demanding. Handle it yourself.
Do something, please. Emma, are you okay? Yeah, I'm at the hospital. The one you recommended. Oh, thank goodness. Are you and the baby okay? I'm coming over right now. I can't reach Sean. Do you know where he is? I think I'm about to give birth. And he's nowhere to be found. I've tried to contact him, but no answer. What? What could he be doing at a time like this? I'll bring everything you need. Don't worry, just focus on yourself and the baby. I'm on my way. Hang tight. Thanks so much, Mom. I was really scared and you've made me feel better. I'm glad you messaged. I've given birth 3 times. You can count on me. Thank you, really.
Hey, glad to see you're doing well. I'm relieved the baby's here safely.
How could you? How could you do this to me? You weren't there when I was giving birth.
I couldn't make it to you, but I'm here now. You should be grateful. The cake in the face thing was a surprise gift from my sister and me. Sure, you got covered in cream, but it was fun, right? Just wash it off.
The only ones who had fun were you and your sister. My clothes are ruined and I can't get the chocolate smell out of my hair. Good thing the baby was in another room.
Yeah, the chocolate cake made it look like someone took a massive dump in the room. It looked crazy.
You guys are the worst. Wasting food and humiliating me like that? Do you even care about how you're treating me? Do you care if something happens to me? Your sister is crazy too.
You're overreacting.
I can't believe she'd do this as a mother herself.
I can't believe that you're so ungrateful. No kisses, no thank yous. I went out of my way to get that cake for you. You should have laughed it off. You're such a buzzkill. If I knew you were this boring, I wouldn't have had a kid with you.
Why would you say that to me? You're an awful person.
Am I? You're such a dramatic person. And your face as you whined and cried was hilariously ugly.
Mom, I can't take this anymore. I just heard from the hospital. I'm coming to you right now. You don't need to come. I don't want to bother you. Don't worry about it. I'm so sorry for my foolish kids. I can't believe they did that to you. My son's always been difficult, but my daughter used to be such a sweet girl. Well, since her husband transferred, he's been with his sister every day, acting like I don't matter. I knew they were close when we got married, but this is too much. I'm on your side, sweetie. We haven't known each other long, but I see you as my own daughter. It's my fault for raising those two idiots the way they are. I won't forgive them. I'm sorry for all the pain you've endured. No, thank you for always caring about me. I've made up my mind. I won't hesitate anymore. Sean, what's with the mess in this house? You knew I was coming home today, and you're not even here.
What? You're already nagging the minute you're back. You're a housewife, right? Cleaning is your job. If there's trash piled up, it's your fault for not doing it.
I see. So you have no intention of helping me?
I'm helping my sister. I have to cook and clean for her here. She's in a lot of pain and can't move. You can move and do chores, so stop whining.
Who's the one being spoiled here? Your job isn't just at the company. Taking care of your sister doesn't mean you've fulfilled your family duties. Don't be ridiculous. You're just an employee. I'm a supervisor. I worked up until almost giving birth and trained new staff, too.
Huh? Of course the capable one should do more. Don't think you're the standard. I'm doing my best in my own way. You should just appreciate my efforts. You're so ungrateful.
You have no remorse at all, do you? Not even trying to show it. One last time, are you going to apologize?
Not at all.
Fine. You're no longer family. Never come near us again.
What? What do you think you are to say that?
I didn't raise you with such horrible manners. Who do you think you are?
Huh? Who is this?
I'm your mother. I've been here with Emma, helping her back into life at home. Something you are supposed to be doing. Have you no shame? Ugh. I am so disappointed in you.
Where have you been watching us from?
I have been watching since she started messaging you. And as you know, I have Emma's phone. I can't believe I raised such a rotten son. I feel like I should apologize for bringing you into this world.
Damn, she told on me and you got on her side?
Told on you? The hospital contacted me. They said Emma was crying loudly, covered in chocolate. They couldn't reach you, and her parents live far away, so I stepped in.
What? The hospital should have just kept quiet and just cleaned up.
It was a big issue. She has a dairy allergy, and her skin got inflamed. If she had ingested it, who knows what could have happened? You knew that, didn't you?
I didn't care. Sophie asked for the cake. If you want to complain, talk to her.
You were the one who threw the cake at Emma. You don't get it. The moment you did that, your life as you knew it ended.
Wow, what kind of mother says that to her son?
I don't consider you my child anymore. I am cutting ties. Emma wants a divorce. I've already explained and apologized to her parents. I also spoke with Sophie's husband.
Isn't that a bit extreme?
The only ones who think this is a joke are you and Sophie. Don't ever come near our house again.
Hey, wait. Hey, bitch, why does everyone at work know about us?
What? I told you not to contact me anymore.
I don't care about what you want.
Well, I don't care about you either. Please don't contact me.
You've ruined my reputation at work. My coworkers are insulting me, and even my boss is distancing himself from me. I'm a salesman. Trust is everything, and you've destroyed that for me.
That's not my fault. You were already a mess before.
What? How dare you? I don't need to hear anything from a woman who bleeds from between her legs every month. It's disgusting. My sister barely bleeds at all, but you bleed so much. Are you faking it? You're a dirty little whore.
You are so ignorant. Let me fill you in on a little secret.
What are you talking about?
Your mom told me a while ago. You and Sophie aren't biologically related. She's your stepdad's kid.
So what?
Our mom raised you and Mary like real siblings. But it seems only your parents thought that way.
What are you getting at?
Sophie's husband has always been suspicious of you two. 6 months ago, he hired a detective while he was away on a business trip. He was sure you two would mess up while he was gone.
What are you saying?
I can hear your heart racing. I know everything. 2 months after he left on his trip, Sophie got morning sickness and found out she was pregnant. But the timing seemed off. Her husband said he was too busy to spend time with her before the trip. Meanwhile, you kept going to her place even when I was 7 months pregnant. I wonder why.
That's...
The baby is yours, isn't it?
What makes you say that?
I saw the photos her husband sent. You and Sophie on dates while I was at home struggling with chores.
I was only trying to cheer her up.
That was before she knew she was pregnant. Here are photos of you two entering a hotel as well.
We went to the hotel restaurant for lunch.
Leaving your pregnant wife at home? You can't talk your way out of this. If you wanted to be with her so badly, you should have just gotten married to her. What were you trying to achieve by involving me and her husband?
It would be frowned upon by the public. You two were the front.
So basically, you wanted a convenient servant. That's why she married a guy who moves around a lot, leaving her at home. You found excuses to go to her place every day, left all the house stuff to me, and didn't even bother to help with parenting.
Yeah, that's right. You're such a pain, you know that? If you had just kept quiet, everything would have gone smoothly. Should have shoved that cake right into your mouth instead of your face. Then you wouldn't have had the guts to talk back like this. Ah, missed my chance. I've lost my job, I've been cut off by my parents, and I can't stay in this town anymore. But it's fine. I'll take a demotion or whatever and go to a different branch. I'll live with her there. It won't be easy, but we'll manage somehow.
It's not that easy. I'm not letting you two off the hook.
What do you mean?
First off, I'm going to demand compensation for your affair. And I've got plenty of evidence to prove it, and you'll pay up.
Huh? Why should I have to pay for that? It's a family matter.
That's irrelevant. Cheating is cheating. You'll pay the child support all at once.
All at once? You want me to take on debt?
Blame yourself for not managing your savings properly. And you'll compensate for the hospital cost as well.
You're annoying to the very end. You should learn from my mother. She raised me all by herself.
Yeah, I heard that a million times.
She worked hard. She could work, do house chores, and even forgive my mistakes. And when I became an adult, she remarried and brought home the best woman. That's how women should be. Compared to that, you're just a pig in human form, making a fuss all the time.
Shut it, you jerk. Mom didn't work hard just to fulfill your desires. She did her best to make sure you grew up right. With your rotten brain, you can't even make decent judgments. You have failed her.
What did you say, bitch?
You received so much care. Having a child like you is pitiful for a parent. Your mom deserves sympathy. I'm filing a complaint. You'll be sued for assault as well.
Huh? Assault?
You threw a cake with whipped cream on it at me, knowing my allergies. That's why my skin had an allergic reaction and turned all red. That's clear assault.
You're doing too much, aren't you? As long as everything's okay, it's fine.
No way. I'll never forgive you, ever. It became a big deal at the hospital, and it seems like the media caught wind of it too. I spilled everything to the reporters about the cake incident and your affair, so good luck.
What are you talking about? How could you?
You're at Sophie's place now, right? I gave her address to them too, so someone's probably on their way.
Wait a second. The doorbell's been ringing nonstop and I can hear voices outside. There are people with cameras. Hey, do something. Retract your statement.
You know, if this makes TV, you'll be famous. There'll be no hiding for you. No happily ever after story either. Tough luck, I guess.
This is too much. Hey, listen, Emma.
Emma, did you see the TV? Yeah, I never expected him to throw food at the reporters surrounding the house. Now it's all over the internet and his personal information is out there too. How did it come to this? Oh, I guess I raised him wrong. You did your best as a mother. They say upbringing matters, but I think personality matters more. What happened to him is his own fault. I don't feel sorry for him at all. Even though I'm his parent, I'm pretty cold-hearted too, I guess. Even though I'm his ex-wife, I don't feel guilty at all either. His crying face was so pathetic and funny. I divorced him right away and got a lump sum of alimony and child support. Sophie's husband also divorced her and apparently demanded alimony too. I also filed a report and asked for additional fines. Sean got fired from his job due to the affair and the attack on the reporters. His face and name got all over the internet after the TV report, and even where he and Sophie fled to, they're treated poorly by many. He can't find a job, and now he's living day to day in an internet cafe. I'm worried about their child, but even if it's tough, their grandmother said she'd take the child if necessary. As for me, I'm currently living happily with my young daughter, and I'm planning to return to work soon. The benefits are good, so I feel reassured about raising her.